Who here fucking loves Mega Man? Yeah, always a good time when it involves the Blue Bomber. The Mega Man series is a staple in good game design, and one of the many classics that truly remain timeless. But what's this? Capcom decided to release a collection of Mega Man 1 through 6? For $15? Well, that's quite a steal! Of my money. But Grenademanblitz, you may say, that's less than $2.50 per game. That's a great price. How could you have anything bad to say about that? Well, let me clarify. I have nothing against collections of games, especially of older games that are hard to find physical copies of, and that golden amiibo is really enticing. Like, damn do I want that. But this game came out 5 years after the last Mega Man game came out. Oh, fucking wait! That was the Mega Man Zero collection! But I'll give the Zero collection some credit. Having all of those games in one place was nice. And the fact was that at the time, you couldn't download the Zero games from the online shops. So let me try that again. The last release was Star Force. Mega Man Star Force 3 in 2008. You could argue that Rockman X Over in 2012 counted, but no, it didn't. So why the gripes? Why the whining and moaning? A few interviews I've read about it are hailing it as the right way to handle a gaming icon. Well, this could be accurate. This could be correct. And if that's their views, that's fine. They have a right to their opinion. But I wholeheartedly disagree. Maverick Hunter X was the right way to handle an icon. Mega Man Powered Up was the right way to handle an icon. The Super Mario All-Stars pack was the right way. The Metroid Prime collection was the right way. They all updated certain things about the games to bring them to a modern market as either a remake or a port. You may argue that Maverick Hunter X slowed down the gameplay a bit, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Plus, playing as Vile? Awesome! We already had a Mega Man collection, and in my opinion, the far better one. The Mega Man Anniversary Collection not only had Mega Man 1 through 6, but on top of that, it had 7 and 8, 2 unlockable fighting games that are hard as fuck to come by in the States, and also had an art gallery and remixed music selection. On top of all that, a special feature was chosen for each console it was released on. One console got the first episode of the Ruby Spears Mega Man cartoon, another had an interview with the man himself, Keiji Inafune, and another had the first episode of Mega Man NT Warrior. Fuck, that's a lot of content! While the price may have been more than the $15 mark of the Mega Man Legacy Collection, it justified itself with all the content. Another question I have is, where the hell are Mega Man 9 and 10? They're on the Virtual Console and the online marketplaces for other consoles. Okay, so that was a slightly rhetorical question. The argument may be presented that 9 and 10 are modern classic Mega Man games, and this collection is about the legacy of Mega Man. Sure, fair point. Doesn't mean you need to settle for less. I mentioned in my awesome Mega Man fan games video that the remakes of Mega Man 7 and 8 should have been in the Legacy Collection, and I still stand by that. Those games are the true legacy of Mega Man. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines legacy as something transmitted by or received from an ancestor or predecessor or from the past. Would you argue this means the actual games themselves, or the spirit of Mega Man? I'd say both. I'd argue that Mega Man 1 through 6, and the updated versions of the fan D-makes, and 9 and 10, constitute the entire legacy and spirit of the series. A spirit of constantly getting better and better at what you do. The formula of Mega Man. If you want to argue that 7 and 8 couldn't be on certain consoles because of reasons, then the fan remakes should have been there. But Grenademanblitz, they were made by fans, therefore Capcom can't use them. Mega Man X Street Fighter. Need I say more? I've read many reviews about the Steam version having broken slowdown and menus that don't work half the time. As far as slowdown, I'm going to go ahead and assume that the developers left that in to articulate the original feel of the games. Good or bad, that one is completely up for you to decide. But broken menus? I mean, come on. You're emulating games from the 90s. How hard can it really be? That's no excuse for one of gaming's oldest and biggest companies to release a game that has so many broken and unpolished features, especially if you're trying to preserve his legacy. Tell me something. Who is this game marketed for? The old fans of the series? So Capcom is trying to make a quick buck based on nostalgia alone. Okay, so is the game marketed for this generation of gamers? No, seriously. Tell me it is, and how is it? maybe for new age retro kids who want the chance to play one of gaming's staples, but I seriously doubt that there are enough of those kids out there who don't already either A, have the game in some digital form, or B, emulate the games.
You are a pirate!
Yeah, it's an old joke, I know. There probably aren't many others out there like me who feel so strongly against this game and supporting it. But this is not how you treat an icon. You can claim that this is putting him on a pedestal, but this is taking the old dog that can barely do tricks anymore, that your kids love and spend time with, and then Grandpa tries to make him jump for a treat. I'm not saying the classic series doesn't stand the test of time, nor am I saying it's time to forget about them. I'm saying you have the opportunity to get a new dog and have the old dog at the same time. Let me flip the comparison. This is you, an older person with a good old dog that you love so very much. He may not be as fast or fancy as younger pups, but he's a good dog, always faithfully by your side. Then your grandkids come over and want to play with him, but he doesn't have the strength to run for very long, or jump for very high, or online leaderboards, or fancy death matches, or 3D capability, and the kids are going to get bored because they spend all of their time with the year-old Doberman that your son, their dad, bought them, which they don't know how to treat very well, so it gets mad at them, and they yell at it back, but it gets them banned from Dogbox Live, so they have to contact Microdog support, which is a joke since all they do is go bark, 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 bark. This joke got out of hand, I'm very sorry, but I hope you get my point. Regardless, the way Capcom is parading around as if this is some godsend or convenience package is a joke. They consistently bash the Mega Man series to death. At this point, they're showing us the old games saying, hey, we haven't forgotten about these games, here they are again, a bit cheaper this time. This has turned into an almost abusive relationship. You don't cancel 4 promising new titles. You don't turn him into a joke of himself. You don't treat Inafune so bad he wants to leave. But Grenademanblitz, if you don't buy this game, then you won't show Capcom how much you really want a new Mega Man game. No. Not like this. I won't settle for another collection of the same games that I personally own 3 or 4 times over. It's not right. It's not the Capcom I used to know. I think the breaking point for me in this situation is that the physical copy of the game costs $29.99. That's about $5 per game. On most mediums, Mega Man 1 through 6 costs $6.99 per game. If you think about it, if someone bought 2 copies, or rather 2 versions of Mega Man on a virtual console, they spent about $13 for it. Then they see the Legacy Collections comes out, and they decide to buy it digitally. That's $15. Congratulations, you've spent about $28, $1 shy of the physical version. Capcom's trying to break even across both versions. It's barely a discount. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. The game comes with challenge stages, and art, and it comes with stickers, and postcards. Fuck. None of these things are real incentives for buying the game. Challenge stages? Let's slap together a couple parts of few levels and make it harder. Fuck you. Art book? Kinda cool to have, if it was physical, but a digital art book in the game? I can't display that on my coffee table. Fuck you. Stickers? Fuck you. Postcards? Fuck you. Yes, I am mad. You can be too. You have every right to be. Fans deserve better than this. I've seen both sides of the spectrum. This game looks great on this console. This game won't even start on PC, which is still a fucking joke, etc, etc. But at the end of the day, this isn't even about that anymore. This is about Capcom. Capcom, I want to love you guys again. I want to look at you and know that I'm getting a quality game. I love Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, and I'm sure Street Fighter V is going to be awesome, but I cannot sit by and just pretend that this is an honest-to-God attempt to keep the Mega Man series alive. This is a shameless cash grab thrown together to try and appease the fans of the series, to trick them to think that you still care about the Blue Bomber. But you don't. He's become your meal ticket. You think that fans will just take this microwave meal and pretend it's lobster. It tastes okay, but it's not filling. It's saddening, because you know you could have had better. And you almost did. But the chef was like, this lobster? I can't tell if it'll actually taste good because I don't want to put time into cooking it and seasoning it properly and making sure it comes out fine. And he did that 4 times with 4 different lobsters. There was no lobster for 5 years while you waited at a table eating bread from somebody else's table. And you know that this restaurant has other burgers and pasta, but you came here for lobster. Then the chef finally comes out with a kid cuisine and you're all like, what is this shit? I waited 5 years for this? And the chef is like, yeah, but it's the stuff you used to love. It tastes great because I made it special. Look, it comes with a little activity sheet. And you're all, didn't that old chef who made the lobster move across the street? I'm gonna go there. And you get over there. And it's the chef who worked at the old restaurant for 23 years. And he's all, hey, I'm just trying to make some money on my own. Kinda got sick working over there. I still make that lobster. It's a bit different now because I have different equipment, but it's still pretty good. Can you guys help me fund my business? And you're all, yeah man, here's enough to cover one order. And you wait for him to cook it. And you wait. And he like keeps pushing it back, thinking it's not ready. But you can see him cooking. And it looks good. Not quite like what you remember, but good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you listening and hopefully enjoying. Did you have a good day? Have you played some video games yet? Well, if you got the time, go play some video games. You owe it to yourself to relax. But hey, if you want to hang out a bit more, click here to check out my video on my thoughts on Doom. If you want to watch something a bit more off, then click here to watch Shiggy No Diggy. Just watch. As always, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and click that button right there. If you like this video, then show it by clicking like, or sharing it on social media. Hey, leave a comment in the comment section on your thoughts on this matter. Are you gonna get the Legacy Collection? If so, why? I won't hate you, I promise. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, video games are the best video games. Later.